Oh, stop. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, stop it. Oh. Why do you hate me? Why do you hate my dog? Huh? More importantly, why do you hate freedom? Why do you hate freedom? Roll the clip.
Yeah, I don't like freedom very much.
Luisha's thinking that she is so big. She's thinking that she's so tough. All right, she's thinking, oh God, oh my God. And she's thinking that she knows how to draw hands. But there's something to learn there. We can learn from her how to look like you know how to draw hands. That's what we're gonna do. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. There's a secret tip that I found from looking at her work that you can use in your work too to make it look like you know how to draw hands. We're gonna go through her work right now, and I want you to see if you can guess what the lesson is here. The one tip to make you look like you can know how to draw hands. All right, if you're smart, you'll get it. And if you're dumb, you won't. Right, kind of embarrassing. Already off to a bad start. Well, what is that? A house for ants? Too small. Moving on. Glass jar and the balloons, too heavy, wouldn't work. Why is the room so dark? It doesn't make any sense. There's light bulbs, no light? Well, I don't, okay, cool. Where's the water though? Where's the water? Wrong. First of all, you don't see hummingbirds' wings, ever. Have you ever seen any hummingbirds' wings? No, they're too fast. All right, good form on this one. I like the form, nice, looking good, but one mistake, too small. Horses are bigger than that. All right, this is me. This is me looking at your art. What is this? Well, I kind of get this one actually. Riding against the wind on a bike that's pretty rough. All right, I'll give her this. The one thing that she is good at is looking like she knows how to draw hands. If you want to learn how to draw hands fast and simple, make it look like you know how to draw hands, she has some shortcuts that we can kind of break down. We can understand them more. Can you tell what the shortcut is? I'll write it down for you. Why to foe? Why to foe, baby? Why to foe? When in doubty, one finger outie, baby. That's what it's all coming down to. We all know she hates freedom, but there's always something to learn from a freedom hater. There's always something to learn. Okay, when in doubty, one finger outie. You can't hide from freedom, Luis. Freedom always finds a way. Look at that. Look, she's cheating, and I found out what she's doing. Can't get away with this one. Look at this. Sometimes there's not even a finger outie. I mean, there's a thumb right here, but look at this. When in doubty, one finger outie, baby. Boom. The point of all of this is you just need to know how to draw a mitten in this whole section, and then you stick that one finger outie. Super simple, super simple. Essentially, you just need to know how to draw one finger. This is a way to simplify your thinking about things. Don't get overwhelmed with all the different complex way the hand can go. All right, when in doubty, one finger outie. You go, you go check out your favorite artists online and see how much they do this. This happens all the time in anime. This happens all the time in Instagram art. Look how she's simplifying these shapes in all of these hands. If you're looking at this image, this finger appears like it's popping out, but it's actually not breaking the the silhouette. Speaking of. All right, it's still when in doubty, one finger outie. She's still doing it. It appears like a full hand. Very important to go through and break these down and to see how she breaks the silhouette. Yet again, when in doubty, one finger outie, baby. All right, at this point, let's go and break down what exactly she's doing. Again, she doesn't really know how to draw hands, obviously, but we can still learn from her. We can always still learn from a freedom hater. Okay, so it looks like, whoa, look at all of these. Look at all these waves and all these fingers, and wow, it looks wrong. Forget all that. We're gonna break down the major shape here. What is the major shape? It's starting right here, and it's kind of looping around here, making a little mitten, and boom, gets stuck right there, bringing it back. All the other details you can save for last. This is an industry secret, and she's gonna be so upset with me. All right, so if you put it that way, I can see why she hates freedom. All right, so once you make this overall mitten, I need a word for it, like a, all right, let's just call it the three-fingered mitten. Once you make the three-fingered mitten here, you're gonna carve out the stuff that you don't need. Where does she carve out? She carves out right here. She carves out a little bit right there. At this point, you can go in and do the details if you want, but it's the overall shape that matters. When in doubty, one finger outie. When in doubty, one finger out. So this is so cool because it works as long as you follow the perspective of the knuckles. It can work if you turn it this way, if you turn it that way, if you do whatever. Always one in finger doubty, winning outie. Boom, this has a curve, a nice curve. If you go watch my video, Never Draw with Ovals, it kind of talks about this shape a lot too. And this is essentially what you're making, a favored sided triangle with the fingers here. When in doubty, one finger outie, just that simple. It's really that simple. Favored sided triangle for the one finger that you're popping out. Let's look at this one. This one's a little bit more complex. So it's like, whoa, what's going on here? This isn't when in doubty, one finger outie. This is when in doubty, five fingers outie. How are you supposed to do that? Well, let's just see. Let's just take this side here. This is the pivoting point of the pinky. And now we're scooting in. Okay, you can still use the same concept. So from here, if you want to break down this image, you still got the three-fingered mitten, and then you just carve out the shapes for the fingers. Still same shape. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't start whining. Look at this one. Boom, what a solid example. Look at that. All these fingers coming down nice and clean to this point, and then boom, finger outie. This is one of my favorite images from her. Not that I look at her art, if you'd even call it art. Oh man, I learned so much from just breaking down these hands so much. Look at this favorite-sided triangle on these fingers. So good, so clean. When in doubt, one finger outie. Even this one, we can break down the shape. All right, we got this overall shape. Boom, you just cut right through there. Boom. Sometimes the thumb's outie, okay? But I'm not talking about the thumb really, because sometimes the thumb falls into the shape of the mass of the three-fingered mitten. See, look, there it is again. It's kind of falling into the shape of this three-fingered mitten. All right, there's so much to learn from her. Well, let's just say this. If you want to be the hand guy, the hand girl, the person who is known to draw the craziest hands, this is a step in the right direction, okay? To learn to simplify the hands like this, when in doubt, one finger outie, this is a really good way to do that, to learn how to simplify, because you can always make it more complicated from there. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example of the hand guy, or one of the hand guys. Really, really good hand man. This is some really good stuff. Jin Kim. Super Gucci. Jin Kim is great. And if you want to learn how to break down hands, you can do one finger out, when in doubt, one finger outie. But then you come in here with Jin Kim's and you can kind of see, you can take the same rules and then apply it to drawing more intricate hands. So he's actually, right here, you can kind of learn to simplify this overall shape of when in doubt, one finger outie. Obviously not doing it with this crazy spread hand fingers. All right, you can kind of see it with this one. So if you study background design, if you study any type of design and animation, you'll begin to see a pattern of replicating design. By that I mean, let's say you have 5 fingers, but if you group these and you only detail out this one and show perspective on this one, you get the idea across with this one finger, then your brain, the audience's brain fills in the rest of what these are. You don't need to detail these out a lot. Okay, take like a background design for example. If you have a bunch of trees in a background design, you don't need to detail out every single tree. If you have one tree that's in the midground or something, then you can detail out that tree. You don't have to detail out all the other trees. You don't have to put the details in because our brains fill in the gaps. Right, this applies to a lot of things in design, and it kind of applies to hands here. Don't read too much into that though. Don't listen to me on that. Don't listen to me. Here's another really, really good artist. Nicola. This guy's really good because I like the way this guy simplifies his hands, simplifies his figures. There is a story there. I don't think that he's considered to be the hand man. It's because he focuses on his storytelling, he focuses on his characters. The hands aren't his major concern. But that's not to say he can't draw hands. I mean, he can, but there are places that he chooses to simplify these hands. So don't you think for a second that you have to be the hand person, that you have to draw every hand perfect. The story's first, characters first. But if you're trying to get hired at a job or something, that's gonna be something they're looking for. If they see that you can't draw hands, then that's a pretty good tell. What do you think of Louise? Huh? You like Louise? Louise insulted me. She insulted my dog. She insulted freedom. What do you think of Louise? Wow. She has never given that response before. You might have gone too far on this one. Look at what you did. Look at what you did to my dog. I'm sorry, June. I'm sorry, June. Raid Shadow Legends! Raid Shadow Legends reached out and wanted to be a sponsor, but it's honestly a little bit too much for me to set up. I've got to like sign a contract or something. I got to do this and that. And honestly, I do not have time to do that stuff. But as for now, you go down in the link below and you download Raid Shadow Legends. If you like this video and if you like the content that I'm trying to produce,